So I am a bit behind on world building for my current novel project. And welcome back. My name is Peyton and I'm a speculative fiction writer currently working on Project Old Lovers for those of you who are new here. Alright, let's dive in. So I am a bit behind on world building for my current novel project. I'm getting to a point where I've just been dancing around it and I can't anymore. I'm about to enter Act 2, the fun and games portion of the Save the Cat plot structure. We gotta tackle this so that I can write this first draft and then go into revision and flesh out whatever's missing in the world building and the plot and characters and so on and so forth. So I'm bringing you guys along to world build with me today. So what have we done so far? I have some Pinterest boards created for my settings. You guys got to create one of those boards with me in my Pinterest for Writers video. Go check that out. I think that's over here. If not, it's over here. Oops. I have scribbled down some ideas in my little notebook by hand. I have a few documents in my Scrivener. I only have 3 settings in my Scrivener, so we're behind on that, and I need to update some of those with places and characters that I've already written into scenes. Some of those places and characters are more developed than others, so maybe I'll try and tackle those and work on those things, and then adding us a few details to those things. What would I like to do? What are we going to do for world building in this video? Update Scrivener with those old and new settings. Second, I would like to create some kind of world building Bible, almost like a dump document in Scrivener, so I have everything in one place. And then that document, along with the other settings, like cards almost, will help inform my writing better. The world building Bible will act more like a dumping ground, a place for me to think. So I think more through writing than I do just sitting and daydreaming sometimes. So that's what that document will be more for, as opposed to the place cards. That will be more of a deep dive. That will be more helpful when I'm actually writing, as opposed to this big document that just has walls of text. That's very overwhelming to me when I'm trying to reference and write and find it. Even if it is divided into sections, I prefer the card that I can jump into. I'm very interested in creating some kind of world building web with Miro or Scrintol or even Figma. I've never done a world building web. In my gut, it feels like that's not going to be the most helpful thing for me right now. Maybe in revision it might. I'm more so feeling the pull towards the world building Bible document. And finally, I would like to make a map of this world. So I have 2 POVs in my story right now, and as this character is traveling through the world, I need to know where she's going. I have a few vague ideas of the places, but I don't know how they connect, and I feel like I need to flesh out a couple more areas to lay the ground for the fun and game section of Act 2. That's really gonna push us through to that final act in the finale and give a really good impact to the ending that I've already written. And I have drawn a version of the map that is for me. It's not detailed in terms of those settings, but it's a different kind of map that helps lay the groundwork. And it's important for me as the writer to know. If this book were ever traditionally published, I don't think this map would be printed in the book in the front or the back, but maybe it would be a cool side release. If the book became popular, they would print a second edition and it would go in there, kind of a thing. Or after Harry Potter got super big and all of her extra world building details came out online in a newsletter, on a website, kind of a thing, in interviews. It would be one of those details. Sorry, I'm dreaming about a future where my book is published and very popular. Let's go back to reality. So yeah, I think I would like to scribble out a little map by hand in addition to that one that's a little more helpful than the current map I have. Have you guys ever seen those videos where they're building a world building like fantasy map, and they just dump like beans or rice all over the page, and then they outline that, and that becomes like their world map. I think that would be super cool to build a whole world like that. Unfortunately, logic is telling me that based on certain details of my story, my map and my world should be formatted a certain way. So we're not going to go that route. But I do have ideas forming in my head. And then after I scribble out some ideas, I would like to go make a more official map for me to reference as I write. Now we're going to hop in and get in my Scrivener. So we're going to work on updating my Scrivener and then building that world building Bible today. We're just gonna have some cozy writing time. I have a nice cinnamon roll tea. It was a loose leaf blend that a friend gave me. It's perfect for the transition into fall we're having right now. It's so good. And then I'm going to snack on a little peanut butter like cookie thing as I work, because I don't have any other fun treats or anything. Get some good vibes going and drink our tea and world build. World building Bible dump document set up here. I have overview, laws, magic, places, climate, people. You can go into more categories, but that's all I need right now. So we're just gonna start typing away. Checking back in, it is the next day. I am still continuing to work on my World Bible. I'm just capturing all the details in my head that I've kind of written into the story. I'm learning that there's a lot that I know about these things and places that have just been floating around in the back of my head that I just haven't written down yet, which scares me, because if I had just like plowed through and continued to write this stuff, I probably wouldn't have written it into the story because I might have forgotten it. Just my little document. And we're enjoying some Lindy Jung. Hello, it is a new day. We are continuing to work on our world building together. I am finally at a place where I feel like I can make some maps. My world building isn't totally fleshed out. I don't know everything that I need to know about the world. I don't know every little detail, but that's okay. I don't want to waste too much time on world building because I do need to keep going and writing and finish this first draft. And as a discovery writer, this is just part of the process. Since I'm not a 100 be-all plotter, I don't need to know every detail. Like, I think I could force myself to be a plotter, but then I would legit spend an entire year just plotting and writing. And who knows, maybe future writer me, that will be my process, but that I just can't fathom that. I'm going to start by sketching some maps by hand just because I need to get some ideas on my head very, very quickly. Some rough sketches. We're going to sketch a couple things. I'm going to warn you, some of these things might not make sense, or they might be like glaringly obvious and you might get it right away. We'll see how how sneaky and mysterious I actually am. feel like I'm about to show you guys some serious stuff, but again, it might change. This map might not stay the same, and more details do need to be added to it. So this obviously isn't the full-fledged, complete world yet, but we've made a lot of progress. I've caught up on some things. If you are a discovery writer, if you're a planter or just a straight up pantser, just start writing and then have a side document to capture those details so that you can have continuity in your story. Let the little ideas bloom and blossom. And then in revision, draft 2, developmental edits, nail it down. Thank you guys for world building with me. I hope this helps you guys with your own world building and balancing world building and writing. If you'd like to see more videos like this, let me know. Throw some ideas in the comments if there's something specific you'd like to see. Until next time, cheers.